All right, folks, so today I'm going to help you with the Good Excuse app and building the UI for the Good Excuse app. So you can see that it says that an English teacher is trying to encourage students to work on their creativity by building an excuse story generator, and they're supposed to put different words to create silly and ridiculous reasons to be excused from class. So it says that when you open the app, there's supposed to be a place for you to put the name of the person being excused. Now, what they say they want to do is they want you to click the submit button and store the information, and then display that what class they will miss and so on. I think it's better to just have all of the text boxes on the same page. I think it just looks nicer. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to do it the way that they do it, you would only have one label and one text box, and then a submit button and a reset button, and possibly down here it says to have like being able to pick from two different stories. So you might have like story option buttons. But what I'm going to show you how to do is to have all of the text box on the same page. So you want the name, the class, the reason, and then when they're going to return or what conditions will allow them to return. So I'm going to go to this Design a Solution page, and I'm going to download the Good Excuse AIA and save it. Okay, I've already got it downloaded, so I'm not going to save it. And you'll come over to App Inventor. You go to Projects, Import AIA from Computer, choose File, and then you want to choose the Good Excuse, which I have right here, and then you do Open and OK, and that loads the file. Now I've already got it loaded, so I'm not going to load it again. All right, so this is the basic file that they start you out with. So we've got screen 1, we've got a text box, and we've got a submit button. And it says here question display, text box, submit button, paragraph display. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to change this label to say, let me rename this. I'm going to rename this a name label. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to change this to say name. Okay, then I'm going to add another label underneath it, and another text box, and another label, and another text box. Okay, so that's name, class, reason, and then we need one more for when we're going to come back. Okay, so we're going to name this one class label. Okay, we'll name this one. Okay, let's name it class period. Okay, and then we'll name this one reason label. Okay, we'll rename this one reason. And then we'll name this one return label. And return date. Okay. All right, and then let's see, we also want to have another button for reset. Let's rename this reset. We want to, let's grab a horizontal arrangement because we want our buttons to look a little nicer. So we'll put this down here, and we're going to put the submit button, and then the other button there. Let's change our horizontal arrangement to fill parent. Okay. All right, now let's go up here. Let's do visible. Okay, text, we're going to say your name. Okay, now class label, we're going to change that to say class period. Okay, then the reason label, we're going to change that to say reason for missing class. Okay, then return label. When will you return? Might be better to make these all questions. So let's fix them and make them questions. What is your name? Question. What is your class period? Question mark. What is your reason for missing? Okay. All right, now you'll see that the name text box, they have it light gray and they have it set to fill parent, so that looks okay. We'll go and we'll change this to light gray and fill parent, so they're all the same. So light gray and fill parent. Okay, and then light gray, fill parent. Okay. All right, now the submit button and the text button are not the same. Well, and this one needs to be reset. So let's just change this before we forget to reset. Okay. All right, let's look at the size. Okay, they have this set to fill parents. So let's say 50%. And then we'll do this one 50%. Okay. All right, now the horizontal arrangement, we don't want it to be visible, so we're going to say none. Okay. Now, screen 1, I want it to not show the title. Okay, now this is all pretty well set up, except that it doesn't really tell us what this app is for. So you can, if you want to add like a title screen that shows up before this screen, you can do that. Or you can just add a picture, like what is your excuse picture or something like that. What I'm going to add is, I'll just add a label up here to the top. And I'll do, let's say, bold font, and we're going to make this a bigger size. So let's say 28. And all right, we're going to do, what's your excuse? And let's center it. And we'll do fill parent. So it centers across. Okay. And let's do height. Let's do 10%. See what that does. Okay, that gives us a little bit more space. All right. I'm still seeing, for some reason, this has got... Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so this is really basic looking, but you can kind of play around. I kind of like the bold look a little bit better. Maybe you might want to make your fonts a little bit larger, maybe like 16 or 18 or something like that. Or maybe you don't want gray, or you don't like the mint green background, so you can change that up how you want. You could even do like the horizontal arrangement, do a height level, say 20%, and do align center so that that gives a little bit more space for the buttons. And that's pretty much how you're going to have that set up. Now you'll notice when you go to the blocks that because of what I was talking about of how PLTW mentions like the question numbers, they wanted them all to show on the same page. You're going to have to change up the blocks and how those are set up. But we'll talk about that on another tutorial video.